Dough Cookie. Yes, we have a car rant today. Well, it's not really a rant. It's more of a let's check in and see how we're all going and fill ourselves in on Chantal. So, my guess about her cleaning the room was correct. She's gone. She's flown to the Middle East. We've seen a picture of her. Apparently, it was over Doha, the capital. So we know that much. And apparently unconfirmed. This is unconfirmed. But while I was doing a stream with Veronica, Farida, and Squinty Queen Reacts, please go subscribe to her channel. And BBW, she'll be making some content soon again. So please go and subscribe to her channel. We were discussing whether the validity of the photo or not. I choose to believe that it is real, but apparently she'd gone into one of her Bees' channels and there was a small chat happening, and Chantal had just let everyone know that she's okay and she's arrived. And that chat has apparently been privated, or it didn't even happen. But apparently she's okay, which is a relief. Like, as much as we rag on her and call out her horrible, terrible, detestable behaviour, I do not physically want any violence or harm or anything bad to happen to her. I don't want that to happen. I just want her to find some humility. And at this point, I'm over her getting better. I just want her to be a little bit more humble. And a little bit of humility will help her get through her life a little bit better, I think. She'll see things a little bit clearer when she doesn't feel so full of herself. But she's made it to the Middle East. She's made it at least to Doha. So she should be technically maybe either still sleeping or cleaning up, unpacking, maybe potentially hanging out with Salah at this point. The conjecture now is whether they've already making plans to be getting married in the next, say, 24 hours, or in fact, if they are getting married in the next 2 weeks, because they're the two bits of information that she's been throwing out there. She's stepping off the plane, they're getting married, or they're waiting a couple of weeks and then they're getting married. What do I believe? I wholeheartedly 100% believe that she has gotten married the second she stepped off that plane. And why do I think this? I'll give you many reasons. Number one, she is not going to be flying all the way to the Middle East, to Kuwait, to be hanging around for 2 weeks without getting some tender, sweet loving from Salah. She will be wanting to hold hands, make out, talk sweet, be alone with him and hang out. They're going to want to marry Bees. They're going to want to eat food together. They're going to want to hang out and lay in bed, have a proper honeymoon. Now, you can't have a proper honeymoon when you've got a third wheeler hanging around in the back. She's going to have a chaperone or somebody with them at all times, either a female from his family or another somebody that they know that could be a representative to make sure they don't get up to shenanigans, in the back of the theatre having a bit of make-out sesh. But I looked up a couple of places and a couple of things that you could do as a young couple in love in Kuwait. You could go to the movies. There's a really cool cultural botanical gardens you can go and see. There's the beach. There's a really nice beach there. I think it's called Qatar Beach or Qatar Beach. There's a traditional market, a souk that they could go to. There's some pretty fancy malls. There's some really cool stuff that they can go and do. However, I feel like maybe Chantal's maybe going to step out, go to the mall, get some stuff because we know how she loves to shop. And Salah's going to want to buy her some stuff and they're going to want to hang out. And knowing how awkward Chantal is, I think probably going out and doing stuff will be less pressure than hers to sit there and have a one-on-one conversation with Salah because AF awkward. So they're going to go out, but I think she's going to realise how, in fact, hot it is and uncomfortable it is, and she's going to want to retreat back indoors where it's cool and air-conned, which may be better for her health. And I think after such a long trip, it might be a good idea, considering her physical condition, to have a bit of rest, rehydration, do some walking around the hotel room just to make sure she's not going to get any clots. Because deep vein thrombosis, I will try that one more time. Deep vein thrombosis can still affect you within the first 24, 48 hours after a long trip. So she still needs to be making sure that she's got a circulation going. So a little bit of gentle walking regularly is good, but lots and lots of fluid. Now, nobody's heard from her. I do expect that we will be getting a stream. The stream will probably come from her hotel room. I don't think there's going to be a lot of public streaming. I think there will be some streams coming up and she's going to hit high numbers for those because people want to see her in the wild. People want to see her in the Middle East. We want to hear what story she's trying to sell us. We want to hear the wedding plans. We want to hear if she's converted. We want to hear if she's already married. We want to hear what she's already done. We're interested to see her in the wild, basically, in the Middle East. Now, whether she vlogs or not, she's going to be vlogging. She'll be doing little bits, what she can, because there will be some restrictions on how much vlogging she can do. These vlogs are probably going to be poorly edited, poorly put together, just whatever, however. But you got to remember, is she going to have access to a computer? I mean, how is she going to upload it? She's going to have to use the computer at the hotel. She's going to have to buy a computer while she's there, or she's going to have to use Sala's. And she can only use Sala's if they are married. So we won't be getting any pre-edited vlogs from her while she's in the Middle East. We'll have to wait till she comes back. So until then, we're probably just going to get shorts and streams. Now, that will be exciting. Now, I am not very good. My computer's, I've said this before, my computer sucks at streaming. It buffers a lot. But if I am awake and Chantal is awake and she is streaming, I will delay the snipe to give her an opportunity to get the views, but I will go live or I will do a quick react straight after. I'll upload her video if I can, but I will try and do some live streaming with you guys so we can hang out and chit chat and see what her content is about. This will only happen if the timing allows and I can comfortably stream with you guys. If my connection is really bad and sucky, I will not do it. If you guys want to be patient and persist through the buffering, we can do that and we can hang out. But that's the plan going forward. So it is groceries. I'm off to pop to the shops to get myself some fruit, some bread, a few snacks to keep going for the week, some meals for the hubby for the week. And I'll be doing a little bit of food prep and a bit of cooking. I can't get back to my walking and I'm really, really missing it because my hips are absolutely in bad shape. This is the first time I've left the house since I've been at work because I've been resting, and it's only because we're desperately out of groceries. So I hope everybody's feeling well. I will get back to my swimming and my walking as soon as I possibly can. Until then, it's Foodie Watch. Project Barracuda going ahead. All right, bye guys.
Let it go. 얼어붙어 like whoa. 띵하고 어지러워. I see. 한여름에도 난 겨울. Yeah, girl, cold blood. Yeah, 너와 있을 때 I swear. 제가 먼저 zero 폭설한 그 children. 꿈에도 I wasn't aware. 나만 빼고 넌 모두에게 참 친절해. 내 신감이 들어 단판이 태도 머릿속